Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. There was an old couple in London, and that old lady, she was always doing lots of experiments, naturally on whom you can understand. So, one day in the evening, she told, Honey, darling, today I am going to give you a surprise. Every day was a surprise for him. So, I have prepared the candlelight dinner, only you and me. Both of them 80 not out. So, the table was laid, everything so beautifully done. And the candles, switched off everything. And she called, Honey, darling, please come. So that old rolling stone came. And then let us start our dinner. So he was silently, I don't know, eating or suffering. Then in between, she asked, Hey, tell me, what is the best thing that you like today? So he was looking at everything. And then he said, Oh, I like the candles the best. See? External preparations are required, but that is not all. See? When we are on the dining table, food is important. In the same manner, when we talk about life, external things are okay, they are required, but they are not all. See? So, we take care of our body. We must take care. And we work by the same body. So, on body, we are working from two angles. One is we are working by the body, and thereby we earn our bread and butter. साहब जी तुसी इत्थे बैठे आराम नाल हाँ इधर बैठो चेयर है नीचे ठंडा है तुसी आगे आ जाओ हाँ. So we work by our body so that we can earn our bread and butter. But that body by which we work, we also work on the body so that the body remains healthy. See? We go for a walk early morning, we do exercise, we do yoga. What for? When we do yoga, we don't get paid by that. When we go for a walk, we don't get anything out of it. Then why we are doing? Unnecessarily? No. Because that body with which we are earning our bread and butter, it is our responsibility to take care of the body. So simple. Now, we also work by our mind, and we also do not work on our mind. We have got two instruments. One is body, and behind the body there is mind. See? Now, one question. What we have done till date so that we are working on our mind so that the mind remains healthy. Because when we are working on the body, the purpose of working on the body is to keep the body healthy. See, recently I was in Minnesota, and some TV things were going on, some games. In between, there is some pop-up advertisement. Government of Minnesota has this financial year earmarked so many millions of dollars for taking care of the depression, frustration, suicidal attempt among the young youth of this state. They have got everything, but they have never taken care of the mind. Friends, one of the most important spiritual practices, we have to learn to mind our mind. We have never done it. See, now we have to understand what is the meaning of working by the mind and working on the mind. See, it is easy to understand working by the body and working on the mind, on the body. Now we have to also learn working by the body, by the mind means what? Working by the mind means default settings. So what are our default settings? We are Indians. So the first thing, whenever we meet somebody, immediately, where are you from? Which place you are? When were you born? Why were you born? Why don't you die? There is necessity. There is no need. See? Like I am a Swami sannyasi. A sannyasi is the one who is technically dead. When we take these clothes, that time we have conducted our own Shraddha. I have given my Pindadan. So for technical purposes, I am dead. Now, do you ask a question to a dead person? Hey, kahan mare the? Think. But that is what our default settings. Friends, whenever we talk about our past or ask anybody about their past, what happens? We go away from the present. Now, do we have a choice whether we want to live yesterday or we want to live tomorrow? We have no choice. We have to live today and now. See, friends, and whenever we go from our natural state, we have to put efforts, we get tired, and then we are exhausted. See? Now do a small experiment. 239 days before, at 4 o'clock, where were you? You start working. 294 days. Struggle. Similarly, about the future. And if we can accept this, then we all always live in the present. We have no option. But what happens? Bodily, we are in the present, and mentally, we are either in the past or in the future. Then the condition of our life is like a cart which is pulled by two animals. One animal is body, other animal is mind. Body is like a bull buffalo, and mind is like a racehorse. Now, a bullock cart which is yoked by these two types of animals. One is so lazily going, and other is running fast. What will be the condition of that vehicle? This is exactly what happens in our life. See, friends. Therefore, when we work on our body to keep the body healthy, we also have to work on our mind so that the mind is healthy. And for that, there are simple principles which you have heard in the beginning. We call it as happy mantra mala. The other day, somewhere, they asked me, Swamiji, please tell us Bhagavad Gita in one sentence. I said, okay, it is in my mantra mala is there. Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. This is whole Bhagavad Gita. See, where was Arjun on the battlefield? When he was there at the time of the war, what he should have been? A warrior or a disciple or a grandson or a brother? Common sense. He should have been a warrior. But he forgot where he is, when he is. And therefore, he did not remember what he is. Exactly, this is our story. Now, at this moment, where are we? In satsang. When are we? During satsanga. So, what should be we? Satsangi. See, once it so happened in Mumbai, after my talk was over, I was coming down from the dais, and one Sindhi lady, nice round figure, came rolling and told me, Swamiji, today you spoke so well. All your words and talks and examples were exactly suitable for my daughter in law. So, who was listening? Not the seeker of truth. The mother in law was listening. And then I told, so, she told me, Swamiji, why don't you come to our house and tell this thing to my daughter-in-law? I said, hey, Mahamaya, you have come on your own, you have heard, but you don't want to accept in your life. And your daughter-in-law has not come, she doesn't want to hear, and will she accept in her life? Friends, mind your mind. Don't get involved in anybody's life. We have to learn this art of drawing a line thus far, not further. It's so important. Otherwise, we make our life miserable. See, the elderly people have got the same problem. During our time, it was not like that, naturally. What is great about it? See? When we were back home, see, this is another funny thing I see in all the NRIs. You are here in this beautiful country, be here 100%. No, no, no. Back home, when we were in India, who asked you? Another Mahamantra. Who asked you? See? This great message I learned from her son. Now he is a doctor. When I came for the first time to this beautiful place, I was tired and I said, hey, let me sleep for an hour or two. So when he came from the school, that time he was, I think, 10 or 12 years of age. He came and he was waiting for Swamiji, Swamiji. He came to me and woke me up. And Swamiji, get up. I said, come on here, I'm sleeping. He said, no. He pulled me. And then he said, let's go and play football. You can imagine to pull a Swami out of the bed and say, play football. That is our life. And so I went out. For some time I played, and thereafter I asked him, I said, hey, now you answer my question. Do you go to India? Yes, we go every year. Tell me something which I do not know about your visit. Oh, it is very simple. When we go to India, we talk about Australia. When we are in Australia, we talk about India. Are Dumbo, why don't you live where you are? This is Bhagavad Gita. See? It is so important. The net result is our life is tortured. Na ghar ke, na ghat ke. Next word you know. See, friends. Therefore, we have to start working on our mind. So, one or two steps how to work on mind. We have all these default settings. Whenever we see something or whenever we hear something, we have to comment. Is it necessary to comment on everything in life? But we keep on commenting. Therefore, this Mahamantra, dekho, suno, mat bolo, no need. This I learned. I tell you, real spiritual life, if you want to learn, if you want to live, learn from every single passing experience of your life. Learn. Guru cannot teach you anything. You have to learn. What we do, we keep our Guru hanging crucified on the wall, but we don't change ourselves. When we talk about Sadguru, Sat is only one. Sat is not 1 to a dozen, 12 to a dozen. No, only one. This principle I learned. Therefore, I told you my whole life is learning. It happened in US. Me, my friend, his wife, and his son. Maybe about 4 years or so, 3 years. And it was very hot, sometime June, July. So I said, hey, come on, let's go somewhere for swimming here. I'm feeling so uneasy. Yes, Swamiji, we'll go there. So in their own facility, they had a very beautiful swimming pool. So we went there. I know swimming, so I jumped. His wife knew swimming, she jumped. That small child, 4 years, 3 years, he also knew, he jumped. I told my friend, hey, come on, yaar, you come. No, I will not come. Why? Then the child started making fun. Swamiji, Papa doesn't know how to swim. I said, come on, why not? Then he said, Swamiji, I tried my best. Engage the best teachers, but I just can't learn. The principle that I learned, nobody can teach you. You have to learn. See, friends, we have to learn. Then from whom to learn? From every experience of our life. So this principle, who asked you? Where I learned this principle? I was in Badrinath. You all know the place Badrinath. Many years before. That time I was very young, handsome, etc., etc. Maybe 40 years before. So I went to the temple in the morning, 4 o'clock, had nice darshan, and there used to be one old Amma. She is no more there, Bhagwati Amma. So I used to come and spend time with her. And she was treating me like her baby and was playing with my beard and all that, giving me nice tea, coffee. Therefore, she was good. So it so happened that day I was just lying down and I said, Amma, I have decided stop giving lectures. Enough of talking, enough of lectures. When I said like this thing, she started laughing. I said, hey, what is the joke you are laughing? She said, can there be a better joke than this? I said, what is the joke? This is her words. Who asked you? Did Narayana ask you whether you want to give lecture or not? No. Did I ask you whether you want to give talks or not? No. Whose question you are answering? See, friends, we talk unwanted. And our talks are pertaining to past or the future. When we talk to others, we talk about the past. जाने कहाँ गए वो दिन, वो भी गए भाड़ में तुम भी जाओ. We refuse to live in the present. So whenever we talk to others, we talk about the past. Whenever we talk to ourselves, we talk about the future. See? So after this lecture is over, I hope they have prepared sufficient food. There should not be. I think I'll go and take food first and then think. See? Net result is what? Whenever we talk, we are divorced from the present. That has become our habit. I am not telling you spirituality means have makeup.com and dunya bhar ki mala. No. Lead a normal life. But mind your mind. And if we mind our mind, how do we know? We are not a problem to ourselves. Old people suffer never because of others, they suffer because of themselves. Because never taken care of the mind. And then all the time worry. And then these days, this has become very much everywhere, even India also. The Alzheimer, so much problem. One lady from USA, she came, and her mother is in India, living somewhere in Andheri, Mumbai. Her brother is there. Now, their old mother must be about 80, 85, not out. Any servant which is kept to take care of her, then old lady will start fighting with the servant. To get servant in India is as good as getting a lottery. See? And now that her son is busy in his own business, the wife is working in somewhere in software, they are so busy. And therefore, they kept that one girl to take care of her as she is fighting with it. What to do? What to do? See, what is the reason? Reason is only we have not taken care of our mind. Mind your mind. And for that, be attentive. Do not allow the child in you to die. How the child in us dies? When we stop learning in our life. See? A child is constantly learning. And therefore, he has got all surprises. Happy. But for us, अब सीख के क्या करेंगे? मरो ना फिर. See, friends. So we have to learn something or have some hobby. So one gentleman in our Mumbai satsang, he used to come regularly. He is a Sindhi, very sincere, dedicated. And one day he said, Swamiji, you told so many times we should learn something, learn something. And now it has gone in my head. I have started learning. I said, very good, keep it up. Do you know what? I said, I don't want to know. Principle, this principle you take. You don't want to know anything about anybody. Why collect garbage? You don't want to know. No, but I want to tell. I said, okay, tell. See, you told we should learn something. So I have started learning Sanskrit. I said, very good, keep it up. Again, question, do you know why? I said, I don't know and I don't want to know. No, 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 but I want to tell you. I said, okay, tell. He said, I heard that in heavens they talk Sanskrit. I said, you are a real Sindhi. So when I go up there, I should not have problem. Therefore, I am learning Sanskrit here. I said, very good. I said, Babuji, very good. But we always must have plan B. In case, it will not happen, but in case you go to hell, then he said, I know Sindhi. No problem. Be very attentive. You are happy now. Are you thinking? When you are happy, you don't think. When you think, you are not happy. Learn this. This is not available in books. Our life's every experience is the book of our life. And if we take this, that from every experience, we have to learn, we have to learn, we have to learn. Those who laugh, they don't think. Those who think, they don't laugh. All the time, Gambhir, so seriously, as if after this thing they are going to be hanged up. No. Relax. See, friends, when we thus understand this principle, wherever we are, whenever we are, whatever we are 100%. We are not a fractured personality. See? So when we all the time either worry about the future or keep on talking about the past, when we were children, who is interested in our past? Children are concerned about their future. One oldie told his grandson, Beta, do you know, during our time, we used to take only a handful of money and we used to get a cartload of things. Today, you take cartload of money, you hardly get even handful. Now the digital child downloaded said, Grandpa, you are going with little money and you are bringing cartload of grass. We go with cartload of money and get a blue chip. It's expensive. Don't compare the past and the present. Live in the present. Living in the present is not option, it's compulsion. We have to live in the present. This is the real spiritual practice. And for that, we have to recognize past belong to the body, not to us. Childhood was to the body, not to us. We are the same. Teenage belong to the body, not to us. The middle age belong to the body, not to us. Old age belongs to the body, not to us. See how important it is. So when we talk all the time about the past, unknowingly we are confirming that I am body. Until such time we hold on to this body, we cannot discover happiness in life. We will be seeking happiness, we will not discover happiness. And this can be achieved only by analyzing our own experiences. Don't have to go to Himalayas. There was one man from Canada. He called me. I was in Mumbai that time. He said, Swamiji, I want to come to India, go to Himalayas, take sannyas and get a guru. So you please guide me. Where can I get guru? I said, what is your budget? Because we have got budget gurus, Tell me. And then I will go to the guru, take sannyas from him, go to Himalayas and do meditation. See? And such people, they will come to Himalayas and then they will start, oh, why things are dirty? Why people are not disciplined? They throw things everywhere. Why don't you simply understand? We are happy when we are nobody. Your own experience. I am not forcing anything on you. Your own experience. In our sleep, when we are snoring away, that time, where are we? When are we? And what are we? We are nowhere. We are never. We are nobody. And therefore, we are happy. And whenever we are happy, we make noise, is it not? And that is why people snore. Try to snore when you are awake. You cannot, because you are not happy. See, friends, therefore, if we start recognizing this, real achievement in life is not becoming extraordinary. Remain ordinary. We don't have to prove anything to anybody in this world. You just be yourself. But our struggle is trying to prove holier than thou. Don't do that. Relax. Slowly, our attention will be drawn on our mind. And when we start working on our mind, we will never be tired in life. you will remain always inspired. And not only that, we become a source of motivation to others because we are inspired. Inspiration comes from within. Motivation is borrowed inspiration, it is not from within. See, my friends, therefore, to keep our mind healthy, working on the mind means what? Now, you must be all the victims of Ramdev Baba, yoga, yoga, yoga. So, one or two things I'll tell you. They tell that you should not think, keep quiet. Try, you cannot. Don't do that acrobatics. Learn. Thoughts are not problem. Then flow of thought is a problem. Whenever the thought is pertaining to something which is finite, that thought breeds next thought. Just an example, I go to so many houses around the year, and early morning I get up, and then after my morning ABCD is over, I want a nice cup of tea, black cup of tea. So I'll be going in the kitchen and struggling something. And why don't they keep the kettle there only? Where are the tea leaves? Why? Because I want a cup of tea. So one thought breeds the next thought. See? Now take other example. You take the theme of infinite, not finite. Now what is infinite? Infinite is silence. Words are finite. Om, 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 finite. But the gap between them is silence, is infinite. So give it a try. Listen to silence. Mind is no problem. But how can we listen to silence? Because ears can hear only the sounds. How can we listen to silence? This is a good question. Listening to silence means not getting disturbed by any sound. Let there be chaos in the world. You keep cool. Normally, what happens? We react. And that reacting to every small little thing has become our default settings. This is how we work by the mind. Don't react. In due time, we will learn. Let there be chaos around. Your equipoise, your balance will never be lost. How simple it is. So these thoughts, we all the time get this complaint. Swamiji, whenever I sit for meditation, too many thoughts come. What should I do? Don't do meditation. Relax. No, but my guru told do meditation. Then do meditation. But too many thoughts come. Then don't do meditation. You decide what you want. Meditation or thought free. See. Now for that, I'll give one more technique. Try. Technique is very simple. Think anything you like. Only one condition. Don't use words when you think. Start. See? We only complain, is it not? What is thinking? What is worrying? Talking to ourselves. Learn this. And therefore our Mahamantra is, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, no comments. When we stop unwanted commenting and getting involved in this world, the speech is like ice and the mind is like the water. When you put the ice cubes in the water, in due time, without making noise, they coolly merge with that. Exactly the same way. Lesser you talk, you are closer to yourself. More you talk, you go away from yourself. So when we go away from ourselves, we are losing our divine blissful experience. And when we are closer than the closest to us, as in deep sleep, because those factors which are creating a gap between us and the bliss, those factors are completely removed. Therefore, in deep sleep, no time, no space, no object, and nobody. Therefore, we are with ourselves. When somebody doesn't get sleep, they go to doctor. Doctor Saab, I don't get the sleep. What should I do? Don't sleep. No, 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 no. I have to sleep. No, no, no. So why we want to sleep? Only because that is our natural state. Remember this. Therefore, when we thus take various points into consideration, slowly we will learn the art of not thinking. Constantly, our mind is like a poultry farm, cock, 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 going on and on and on. These things I learned when I go to so many airports. I am always all alone one. So I am waiting for my flight to come or the gate to be announced. So we say, and see many people. They are solo. Suppose somebody is alone. Hmm. What they are doing? They are talking to themselves. See? Because we have never worked on our mind. Friends, let us work on our mind. And one of the technique is we must be at peace with ourselves. दुनिया को आग लगने दो. We should be at peace. And when we are at peace, then we can think properly and solve the problem. So give it a try. For next 1 minute, do not talk to yourself. If we can do it for 1 minute, by practice, we can extend it. To add some more thing to this, don't talk to yourself and listen to silence. All your psychological problems, blood pressures, indigestion, some, all the problem, back pain, everything will disappear. These are all mental issues. See? Give it a try and be happy. Don't we like somebody who is happy? When we like somebody happy, what it will be if you are happy? See, friends. Therefore, don't seek happiness in life. Then discover happiness. Whenever we discover something, it is already existing. You must have experienced sometime on our working table, the pen is there, but behind some paper it is hidden, and then we are frustrated. I don't know where is my pen, where is my pen? And when the paper is removed, we discover the pen. We don't create the pen. In the same manner, don't seek happiness. If you seek, it will be lost. Discover happiness. You are the source of all happiness in this world. Don't be a beggar. And that can be done. Every action of ours must be an expression of happiness and bliss. So there are three expressions of our life. One is through body, second is through speech, third is through mind. So whenever we have to do something, do it happily. See? There was one South Indian girl got married to a Punjabi. South Indian means what? Idli dosa. What they do, they prepare a batter for the whole year and then take it out from the fridge. And the first time it is idli, and then the second lot become the uttapam. Batter is the same. And the third become the dosha, and fourth become the paper dosa. No problem. Got married to a Punjabi. Punjabi means what? Paratha. So she could never do proper this, bella. He was so frustrated. I don't know why they eat so much of paratha, paratha, paratha. See, our is so nice, Frustrated. Nobody can help you. Learn to adjust wherever you are. When we thus understand whatever we are doing by our body, do it happily. Now, such a girl who is cooking the food in a Punjabi house in a frustrated mode, in that house, everybody is having constipation because she is not doing it happily. Similarly, we express life through speech. You must have seen many times some people, they don't talk, they bark. क्यों आया किस लिए आया खड़े हो अरे राम राम talk normal यार you're a human being, don't bark. In the same manner, when we think, don't think negative. अब जी के क्या करेंगे, everybody is waiting, कब जाएगा, ना जीने की तमन्ना है ना मरने का इरादा है, अरे यार कुछ तो करो. Discover this, that we are the source of happiness. And if you are happy, you can never be depressed. You can never be dependent on anybody. And then we become a source of motivation for others. Let us give it a try. It is possible. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.